So that's it for the draft part of things. No other Auburn guys were selected in the draft part, but just like with any other process, there are free agent options. Those are usually two-way contracts, meaning that they can play with the the professional team, and then their G League team. And then you've got something called an Exhibit 10 contract, which is like a step down from that, where it's kind of like you get just a shot to show off stuff again. It's still a great thing. So we've got all of those examples here. So let's run through those. These are all your free agent pickups for Auburn after the NBA draft. I'll run through them fast for you. Miles Kelly went to the Dallas Mavericks on a two-way deal. Dylan Cardwell went to the Sacramento Kings on a two-way deal, and Chaney Johnson with an Exhibit 10 contract to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I think there's some interesting connections and storylines within some of those things, but your thoughts about Miles, Dylan, Chaney, and what you think about what they have achieved here and just getting picked up in free agency by these guys.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really great that Dylan and Miles both got two-way spots, because that, for those that don't know, that guarantees you some time with the major club.
Right.
That they'll probably spend the majority of their time in the G League. We certainly believe those guys are talented and can make waves, and those contracts be converted. But this gives them at least guaranteed some time on the biggest stage to be able to play with the big league team. And so I think that's fantastic for them. That's the best case scenario, right? After being drafted, and even if you're drafted, there's no guarantee you're not spending some time in the G League as well. So I love that for Dylan and Miles. I think that both of their skill sets are right up there can help real NBA teams. Miles certainly a shooter, and if he continues to find his stroke, he'll help Dallas out in a big way. Dallas needs to probably schedule a couple games in Rupp Arena and just to get him going. But I think that Miles will be just fine. And then Dylan is we've always known Dylan has a defensive rim protection and running of the court to work in the NBA. Sacramento is certainly a great spot for him, and they obviously loved him enough to make that deal pretty quickly. If you didn't get to see the video Drake Caldwell put out of Dylan choosing to go celebrate at Toomer's Corner after his contract signing, that's a pretty great video. And we've talked about that on this show about how Toomer's can be a celebration for a lot of things for Auburn people. And I love that the Auburn man, Dylan Cardwell, chose to celebrate at Toomer's Corner. So, and then for Chaney, an Exhibit 10 contract, obviously Chaney has been working hard from UAH all the way up to Auburn to show he belongs. I have no doubt that he'll be able to do the same with an Exhibit 10 contract with Cleveland. And, we'll get into summer league games here pretty quickly, and that's where a lot of these guys are able to go ahead and show off and contribute pretty early, and very close, very similarly in like how you can show off in summer league, especially on those Exhibit 10 contracts. Other teams might say, hey, I know you're on that Exhibit 10. When that expires, we'd love to put you on two-way or sign you to the big league. So Chaney will have that opportunity. I'm sure other guys will too. We didn't get to hear about Denver Jones or oh gosh, I'm blanking on the other name I was going to bring up. We didn't get to hear about other Auburn players kind of in those areas yet. And certainly Auburn's made waves overseas internationally too. But congrats to all those guys. And those two-way contracts are so important, even if you're not drafted, and I'm really happy to see those guys get them. But I did want to say, Kyle, it's just one draft pick, but there's some teams that don't get any draft picks, and so to make sure that you get one, it means a lot. So
can you imagine having predicted picks that didn't get drafted? Like,
can't be me.
It couldn't. Can you imagine? I don't know who could ever experience that type of thing. Couple connections here for some of these pickups of two-way deals and stuff. Miles Kelly is going to the Dallas Mavericks, where Marquise Daniels played a lot of his time. Marquise went around to a lot of different teams. Sure. And certainly, he's probably not known for just. Actually, I think he's probably most known for his Dallas Mavericks time. So
probably.
Kind of like we talked about with Janai, the Charles connection. There's a little bit of an extra Auburn connection is there. Not really anything at the Sacramento Kings. There is, I believe, Tony Douglas, but he went to Auburn for 1 year and then went to Florida State, I think is what it is. So I guess if you want to throw that connection in there. And then Chaney Johnson getting a shot with the Cavaliers. Now, something has certainly changed in the last couple of days, but Okoro and Okiki were both there for
Sharif.
a time, and Sharif was there for a time. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, which have a little orange in their color, kind of like the orange flavor from Auburn a little bit, it seems like. So we're so happy for all of them. Happy for Janai, happy for these guys, and happy for every other Auburn player that is going to get an opportunity overseas, in TBT, all these things. The story is not done for these guys, and we're going to continue to celebrate them.